This must have been where I sensed that strong presence. Hmm? Wonder who that could be. And who might you be?
That's a question I should be asking you.
Well, I'm surprised. For me to return back to my own universe and to find some castle in the sky would only suggest that it's probably full of something malicious intent, but it's awfully pretty considering the world's being destroyed.
Far from it, to be honest. But it seems that you are definitely different from the others that have come here.
And what makes you say that?
You're here with a goal, aren't you?
I don't know. I felt a strong presence here. And considering I need all the help I can get, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe there is something out here for me. Sort of a calling. Maybe a hunch.
I see. Interesting. Well, whatever questions you have, ask away.
What is this place?
This is my domain. An evolved version of the one in another universe. A little bit more built, a little bit more secure. But this is where I reside. My home, if you will.
I would assume there's some sort of protection, given the shadows have no trace around this area. Pretty rare, considering half the planet's been about destroyed by them.
All I do is I travel different places, and, well, see if I could find any survivors. And see what's left.
Right. I don't suppose you have anything you'd be willing to teach somebody who's still trying to save others.
And why would I do that?
Well, if I had true malicious intent, I probably would have attempted to attack you by now. I see your weapon on your back, so clearly you must have some semblance of power, especially if this location is devoid of all shadow energy, so you have to have something that's keeping them at bay.
Lots of keys of people, and not the keys that people think. It's more along the lines of the sleeping powers that reside along people. Those is what keeps this place safe.
The sleeping power of people. I'm familiar with dreams myself, given I'm some semblance of a dreamwalker. I've gained some of that power, and now I have the ability to traverse through dream realms.
So you must have traveled through someone else's dream to get here.
Maybe that's what that is.
Curious. If you walk through dreams, that means you have great strength to actually have a physical form.
I am a Nephilim, after all.
I could sense that since you entered this domain.
From what I can tell, I am part holy and demonic. And now, due to somebody else's interference, I also wield that of shadow energy.
I see. Another shadow Nephilim. You're probably the second I've ever met.
Didn't know there was others like me. Well, that wielded shadow at least.
Many of the last one, I should say, our first one, fell. And there's a reason for that. Malicious intent.
Right. Well, rest assured I haven't used my shadow powers for anything but good. Or at least, my own interpretation of good. Saving others. Though, I admit it's not easy to wield. And it did come at some cost.
Oh? And what cost was that?
Well, there was a time where she took over completely. Well, from what I've learned, she was once an empress. I don't know what she is now. And this was once a realm that she managed to master over. I only know of two with that power, the Empress and the Master himself. So given that they must have been working hand in hand, and I managed to capture her with my own clairvoyance. She used my body to do whatever she wanted. I have no knowledge of what she did, unfortunately, but I can only assume it wasn't anything good.
I see. And what of your master?
I don't know. I feel his presence in this realm. He's strong. Ungodly strong. I honestly don't know if I have the power to defeat him. But I'm gonna give it my all, even if I die trying.
So, currently, you're masterless.
Yeah. I speak for myself. I have my friends, of course. And our efforts combined, hopefully we'll have enough strength to push everything back and win this war.
I see. Is there anything that comes to your mind when you come here? Something that you have been seeking for so long?
I don't know. Perhaps a weapon, maybe. A tool. Something that I can use to get stronger. Something that I can use to aid myself in fending off these machinations of the underworld and that of the Shadow Realm.
Well, I'll treat you like how I treated my other children. Prove to me what you're worth. Why is it that you fight?
I fight for others so that they'll see the light of day. I know what it's like to be on the other side. I don't want that upon anyone.
Is that all? Everyone has something more to them. Secrets. The secret reasoning behind why they want strength. Pride. Wealth. Greed.
Peace of
Lust.
mind.
Peace of mind. That's a new one.
Nobody deserves to walk the line of darkness, lost in shadow, death, destruction. I need the power so that I can make those things never come and see the light of day. Like I said, even if it kills me in the process, if I knew that all that I'd put into effort if I knew that everything that I did was worth it in the end, even if somebody were to take my sword after I perish and push forward, if I knew I made a difference, then it was worth it in the end.
So you're willing to sacrifice yourself for the greater good?
If that's what it takes.
You remind me of somebody I used to know. Did the same thing. It's strange. There's a small connection that we have. But knowing now that you're a Nephilim, I guess it all makes sense now. So, if a challenge was to be given, would you willing to take it?
If that's what it takes. And so be it.
Prove to me your strength.
Hot.
See? Strength from your abilities. I see.
You wield multiple weapons, I can see that much.
Come now. Show me.
Hot.
You're not strong enough.
Fine then. Try this. Hot. Hot.
Just blood. I see. I guess it's time to use more than one.
True strength, huh? Too much of my abilities, huh? A flock of your hair will fall off to the side of your head.
I see. Show me more. And with my human arm, with the least amount of strength. Come now, it's not the best you got, is it?
You wanted to show my strength. But you don't want me to use any abilities.
Guess you're right. Go ahead. Use all of it. Interesting. Very interesting.
I don't need things like tricks like Devil Trigger. All I need is my mother's will and my own sense of justice.
Justice then. Show me that.
Slides under.
Thank God for goodness for this sword. I see. Oh, now we're getting serious.
The armor. It's heavily weighted. For training purposes, but also for defense.
And I'm assuming that all it'll take for you is one strike. Isn't that right? Show me everything you've got in one last strike. What's this?
No.
See. And why is that?
You said it yourself. Your only purpose here is to defend others and save who you can. Me striking you down prevents you from doing that.
Now you get it. You're probably one of the best students I've ever had come here. This is probably the most fun I've ever had. And probably the easiest. Most of the time when people show up, demanding so much for so little. But you, glad we had fun.
I appreciate the lesson.
So the question I have for you is, do you seek power within this justice? What else do you seek with justice?
That's a good question. What do I seek with justice? I suppose, like everything, there needs to be an equilibrium. Just because a shadow exists doesn't mean it's evil. Take myself, for example. I have that ability. I've come to terms with it, because I can't change the past. And I do fear it. That doesn't mean it's meant to be all evil. Just like demons. With a demon...
Do you ever have trouble seeking the truth about people? About certain individuals that you face, whether they have malicious intent or not?
I admit it's not easy to judge people, especially when you first meet them.
You're definitely like someone I remember. Usually I wouldn't do this, but for letting me have fun, and for being someone that appreciates the lesson, I want to give you something. Hold out your hand. Embrace the power. Interesting. Usually when people are given things from me, it's usually a weapon, like a sword, but I didn't think I would see that in a while. What you hold in your hands, it's Heaven's Thorn. If you have a hard time making a decision or a choice on whether or not you need to eliminate or control the situation, or take control in the sense of whether this is a fight you need to take a part of, or a fight that you can step aside from. Use the souls of the ones that need to be redeemed to help you figure that out.
Redeemed souls. Is what
Yes.
powers this?
Mm-hmm. It also takes noble bullets as well.
quite handy. Souls, please, give me your strength, so that I can see the rest that are still living in the light of day.
Take good care of it.
I will. Thank you.
And if you ever see my son, give him a good shot for me.
And who's your son?
It'd be funner if I didn't tell you. I guess in technicality I have 2 sons. One's a stepson, one's my real son. Once you meet him, you'll meet the other.
Thank you. Right. I have to keep going. I have to find that artifact. Thank you for giving me the power to help others.